Alright guys, today's the day. Today I'm going to be wiring up all the stuff in the back of the camper here. I have all the holes cut and the rear carpet on. This is the HDMI that goes up to the top. I got the coaxial on the outside. I got to make a cable for that yet. But yep, all the holes are cut. This is where the panel's going to go. The light switch and the 110 power, and then the master kill for the panels right here. Take a look on the back side, see how that looks. In order to make this thing work, I had to get HDMI cables that has a 90-degree bend adapter on it. Otherwise it was too long for the 2x3 and I wouldn't be able to get the back panel on. So this worked out pretty good. You get them on Amazon pretty cheap. Yeah, once they're in, that's it. They're in. There we go. So you can see the low profile of it. Yeah, I have plenty of room. This is, like I said, this is a coaxial. I have to make, and that's going to ultimately go into that piece, which goes into there. I have that's the fan wire. That's an extra piece. This is going to have to get, there's a hole for the recessed lighting. So I got a vacuum up here yet. This is going to have to get spliced here so I can run a chain down to those, but that's in a separate video for that one. I probably won't even do a video for that. This is going to be daisy chained into here, and then same with the front. It's going to be daisy chained. So then it just runs down to the switch. So, and so you guys know what wires are what here. This one here is a porch light. It's on top. So there's going to be a light on the outside here. The switch will be hooked up in a few minutes. So we don't need that right now. We'll use that for testing when we're done. And then get the coax out of the way. The yellow is the 110.
Sorry,
and the one next to it is the main power coming in, which is on a 12-volt battery right there. Just a test setup right now for that, because that battery is going to be going in on the tongue. I have to make a holder for it, but so this is the main power coming in right here, and it has the red shrink tubing on it, so I know which is the main, and the other three just have black. So this way I know they're not, I already labeled them: porch light, fan, and lights. That would be for the inside lights. These are going to be going to their own switches. And the 110 is going to go here for the outlet. It's just a white, black, and a ground. That's all that is. That's an easy hookup. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all there is to it. So now we just got to hook the panel up, which has two USBs here. Has a volt display. I'm not putting an amp in there, just for volts. And then another USB charge. And I'll have two open cigarette lighter adapters, so they can put more in there if they wanted to, or hook up anything else, a vacuum or air compressor or whatever they want. And then these would be the switches for turning on the porch light, porch light and the fan. Porch light and fan. I already got them labeled porch, and then the fan. And I think that's it. And then we're putting in the touchpad. Same one I had another build. But that's all it is. And it just takes the power coming in and power going out. easy. And then the 110, so they can power whatever they want when they're on shore power. So that's got 2 USBs and 110. And the recessed lighting that's going in. Only like 2 1/8 wide on this part. So it's pretty simple. And obviously all the bits and pieces I need to do it. And all stainless steel screws, tie downs for wire management when I get to it. I use these for the yellow main power, the 110. Same thing you do as residential. Just put it in the middle and pound the nails in. Keeps it pretty stable. And then shrink tubing, yellow connectors, because these are, the wire I'm using is 12 gauge. It's bigger than my last build, so I need the bigger connector so I can get 2 wires in there. And that's it. So I think we're going to go ahead and start getting all that done. I want to get this done today before we're supposed to get a rainstorm, so I want to get that done before it starts raining. So we'll get started. Alright. Alright. Save a little time on video editing. I went ahead and got started on getting this thing going. So what we have is, this is the one from the battery. Okay? And then this is the ground from the battery. And there's a pigtail on it. That pigtail is going to go to the next switch in line. And then this whole thing just daisy chains. So pretty much, let's plug it into the main power. Alright. Let's get it like so. Okay. Now the red wire is going to be for this switch here. So we're going to put that in. That is what's going to activate the rest of the panel. There we go. So it's going to look like that. I still got to shrink tube that one, or heat that one up. Okay, so the red goes in the middle, that goes to this one, the hot. Okay? So once the switch is powered up, it'll send power to here, which this one will also feed that one, that one, that one, that one. It'll end here. So pretty much it's going, you know, almost a circle. And once we go here, we're going to go like this. Goes into the power. And always on these things, I don't know if you probably can't tell, but there's like a copper color. That is the ground. So just so you know, that's the ground. And get that in there. There we go. And then what's going to happen now is I'm going to take a red one from here, and then we're going to put it into there. And it's going to be so on, so forth, all the way down the line. Once I get done all the way around, I'll come back and show you how it looks. And then we'll go ahead and we'll test it. But it's pretty much just following the same all the way around. Alright, so let me get this finished up and we'll go. Hey guys, I haven't made a video of any progress updates on this thing yet. Well, at least not in a while. So, if I give you a walk around and show you what I got done. As you can tell, the roof is on, insulated. It's all good. I got the front panel on, insulated also, the whole thing. Came out pretty good. One thing about the humidity down here, all you have to do is leave wood out in the shed for a couple weeks, and it gets so moist you can just bend it. The thing just laid right over, no issues. Still pretty moist. Yeah, it's so humid down here. So go over some of the electrical I got done so far. Yeah, it looks more confusing than it actually is. This is just behind the panel. A little sawdust in there. It's a toggle switch right there, another toggle switch, and then other things. But yeah, they're not that bad. I mean, all you have to do is like really just daisy chain, as you can see it, from one, you know, the power, and then run the power to the other one. Same with the ground. It's all they are. It's just they're just daisy chain. They're really nothing special. And then if you're running a switch, then you just put the actual, you know, what you want powered up into the middle of it. Same with that one, and then you just run a common ground, and that's it. Switches are very simple, and this is a master switch here. So if I turn that switch on, it gives power to the panel. Off, panel's off. So if you're going away for a while, you don't want anything to, you know, drain the battery out while you're gone. Especially if you're gone all day for like 8-10 hours. And when you come back, you're gonna want power. So at least with this setup, they can have the ability to kill it, and there'll be nothing draining off the battery. And you can also put a master kill switch on the battery itself if somebody wants to do that. But that's all that is. And this is the 110 with USB in it. It's not powered up yet. But. And these are the HDMI. I have 2 HDMI ports. So if they hook up a permanent video source like a PlayStation or a Blu-ray player or DVD player or anything like that, they can just keep one constantly plugged in, and then there's an extra one that they can use for their cameras. So if they got great footage all day, if they want to watch it on the, you know, their TV, if they want to install one, they can do that. But at least it gives them the option of having an extra, you know, video feed instead of unplugging and messing around with it. You can just have one. And for the clips for the 110 for the main, you know, main electrical, I just use residential clips to keep it in place, because once this panel's on, that's it. You won't have access in here anymore. So I put residential staples in there to hold the 110 in place, and it's really solid. So, and then these are just the, you know, the accessory wires, the lights, the fans. That's about it. This wire dangling is going to go to the outside porch light. It's going to be roughly here. So once I put this back wall on in a few minutes, then I can install that too later. And I got the coaxial cable I made. So if they have a HD TV booster, the antenna, they can plug it in. It's going to go over there. The cable's right there for it. And that's going to go in over here, and I'm going to make a little box to house everything. But pretty much this whole wall is going to be empty. I'm not putting anything there. So if they want to add shelves, they can go right ahead. I'm not going to do it because this is going to add more money, more weight to this thing, and trying to keep the cost down as, you know, somewhat as much as possible. Yep. So they'll have coaxial, and I think that's about it. And the HDMI is the only way to get them in this wall to fit within this 2x3 is to get 90 bend connectors or cables, and they got adapters on this one. Otherwise they'll just stick out too far and then won't work. So I'll take a look on the inside. I know some of them are a little crooked. I'll straighten them out once they're all said and done. This is where the light switch is going to go. This is not what I'm putting in. Same as my blue one. But yeah, here's the HDMI I was talking about. So if they want to put, you know, something there, they'll have connectors for it. And this is a panel. It's dark in here, but it's got 2 toggle switches. One's going to be for the porch light. One's going to be for the fan. Or they can just reach up and turn the fan on if they want. So either way. And this one's a voltmeter, which the battery's bad on this. I had to buy a new battery. But it shows you what the voltage left on the battery. And below it is the amperage of what you're plugging in. So if you're plugging in a phone, a camera, you can actually see the amperage being used. So you can keep track of your own stuff. And then these are just, this is another USB charger. There's 2 in there. And it's 2 cigarette lighters. Empty ones, so they can add whatever they want there. Like a plug-in vacuum or something like that. And this is the 110 right there, so they can plug in. The TV cable is going to have to come down. So I just didn't want to put too much up in that corner. I should have, but I just didn't, trying to keep it simple. Keep everything clustered together. And like I said, this main power kills everything. This main toggle switch here. So if they're gone, they can just turn it off. When they get back, kick it on, and then everything will be alive again. Yep. Yeah, I gotta straighten that one out. Like 1/8 of an inch to the bottom's gotta go in. But I'll finish this carpet up once I get the door permanently in. Yeah, it came out pretty good. I got like a little, I took a 2x2, cut it in half, and I took that half and cut it in half again. And I made like a little, like a trim piece in here, and I just carpeted over it. Just to give it a little extra look to it, you know. So it's not so bland, because there's not much curve to this thing. And there's up in the corner there's a little patch piece I have to make, and then there's a little one down there. But once I patch it, you'll never see it again. Yeah, I love recessed lighting. They're the best. These things look so nice. And there, that 110 right there I just put in a minute ago, that one's going to go toward for the AC. And there's going to be a shelf that runs right across where the AC is going to sit on, and then they'll have, you know, shelf space up top. And got to make the bed either today or tomorrow. You know, the bed risers. I'm not putting extra storage, none of that in here. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the weight down. If people want shelving, they can add it. They also have their tow vehicle they can put extra stuff in. So this is not going to be about storage and kitchens and all that. So I also got the fan power right there, ready to go. Yep. So I think it's coming out pretty good. I'm going to start the aluminum today, putting the roofing on, and if I can go fast enough, maybe the siding. And hopefully have the windows in by Sunday, I hope. I'm hoping. But yeah, it's moving along. I have to go work slow because it's so hot down here in South Carolina. It's just really, really muggy. So, yep. And there's a coax key up where it comes out right there. So if they mount a TV up in this corner or even here, they can have the coax, and they just have to run the 110 down to there. But that's about it. Yep. Oh, I never put HDMI in a camper before, so try to make it a little more modern and convenient. Yeah, because the TV they have has 2 HDMI inputs. They're good. If not, I guess you just gonna have to swap them back and forth then, and this will just be a waste. But it's fine. Kill that power. Yep. Yeah, right now I just got the lights on a little $8 dimmer switch. Yeah. Battery's going dead on this thing. It's not holding a charge very well. Had a full charge like 20 minutes ago, 13.5 volts. Now it's down to 9. So in like 20 minutes just running these LEDs, yeah, it's not good. So yeah, that's how they work. It's just 12 volts coming in and then to the light. That's it. I mean, if somebody wanted to, they can install this for their light, you know, for $8. You can just have that for your main light. Just turn the knob. Or install this behind the panel and just have the knob sticking out. You could do that too. And the light's not a part of the panel. I didn't want that. I don't think anybody else is going to want that either. So, because once the lights are off, they're off. This panel's always going to run because it has the 12 volt meter on it, the gauge. So that's about that. Yeah. So I'm gonna start doing the framing for the bed soon. I'm only gonna do it on 2x2. This 2x3 is too heavy. So, and I have 1/2-inch plywood. I'm gonna sit on top of that, and with the 1/2-inch plywood and the 2x2 is gonna bring me almost to the top of the 2x3 that's already here. And there's not gonna be much space in between. It's a full-size bed, so, and that's 54 inches wide by 75 inches long. So, yeah, this thing's be mostly bed, but that's the point of it. I'm not gonna do fold-up bed or any of that. This is something to take when you're gone for, you know, just want to come back for the night. Yep. Oh yeah, that thing is a little crooked over there too. I gotta straighten that one out. Yep. All little stuff I can do at the end. I can't wait till the windows are in. Yeah, as you can notice, this side's done. It's already been conditioned and clear coated. Gotta do that side yet. So it won't take that long. Do it even after the bed riser is in, the bed support. But yeah, it's looking good. Alright, I'm going to permanently install the light fixture for that. That's what's going in, so I'm going to put that in now. It's just 2 screws and same as it is now. It's just power in, power out, and that's it. Screw it in. Sawdust everywhere. And then that'll be it. And I'm going to put the back panel on first today. I'm going to do that now so I'm done with this video. Put that in, and then I can start with the putting the metal on. Oh, it's going to be fun. Alright, do an update when the aluminum's on.